It should be live. It's not. Yeah, red light. I think we're live, dude. Roly poly.
We're live?
I don't know at the moment. I think yes, then I think no, then I think yes.
It's kind of hard for me to do an intro if I don't know when we're live.
Get it back on the bloody webpage, you numpty. Yeah, we must be live now. Yeah, no.
So
we
what
should
are
be
we
live.
live?
Yeah, well, there's a red dot. Last time there was a little delay.
Do I ever? I don't think I can see the red dot.
If
Anyway,
you get Twitch up.
Do you know what? That's probably better. If I don't know, you just tell me. Right.
I'll get
Anyway,
a red light. I'll
welcome
put a
to,
red light there.
Yeah, you should get just some kind of siren maybe or a klaxon or something. Right. Anyway, what is that?
It's just a red lighter, but it's red, isn't it?
Nice.
So
Oh, fair enough.
shit.
Alright, well this has been as good an intro as any.
It's just a cold entry.
Welcome to the third episode of Stonxcast, and this is the episode where we've not really planned it. So that's fine. We have the ability to sort of cleave this together. So obviously
we've had busy weeks. You've got stuff to share. I got stuff to share.
Yeah, we've got plenty
it
of
was
stuff.
just not.
And it also sounds like Ollie's nearly killed himself loads of times putting the studio together. So we've got some stuff to discuss. Ollie, why don't you give us like a brief intro to what you've been doing, and then I'll start talking about what we've been doing and taking through the track and stuff.
Cool, man. Well, any of you observant people might notice there's nothing behind me today instead of everything behind me in the last two episodes. I'm still in a boat, but I'm now in Studio 2. I think there was a picture of us on the Instagram.
I'll tell you what, I'll stop sharing my screen for this bit. You take the full screen just while you're talking about this. I'll take it back in a sec.
Oh, no, your full screen, not me. It doesn't work like that. Maybe if I click this.
Really?
There we go. Fucking I'm huge. Yeah, Studio 2. There was a Instagram picture, I think, sometime that you did. It looked like we were in a tent. That was this. That was Studio 2.
Again, channeling a bit of the Bedouin.
Now I can actually have a workspace and set the studio up and shit.
So we have what is fondly called Studio 2.5.
2.5, yeah. Well, it's just Studio 2 because the original Studio 2 was my actual living space. So
yeah, it's a two-boat complex.
Yeah, so this is the Studio 2.5, I suppose. I'll give you guys a little tour of what's going on in a bit.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll do my tabs bit, and then you do the tour, and then I'll do my track bit. Here you go. We got a structure for the podcast.
Sorted.
Right, so I'll yank the screen back.
I'll press that button.
So
Boom.
I'm going to take you through some of the things that I actually managed to download, and I'm also going to have a quick look through my my own Facebook wall from my personal Facebook and see if there's anything on there.
There was some good stuff this week.
I was talking about this. What?
I said there was some good stuff this week.
Yeah, there was some good stuff actually, and
I've
got a little searchy. I have I've got a second screen in the corner where I can search this stuff up and pretend that we all had it ready. So it's pretty good. But one thing this interested me straight away, and I was talking about this last week. This is Mammoth Audio's Density Light, or as I like to call it, like the Master Chode. Maybe I think that might be quite a good name for it. It's got a really like risque looking GUI. But it came with the full sample bank, or the sample bank that they're releasing with Density Light, and I've been mucking around with it in a couple of tracks, and it's actually really cool. It's basically the plugin itself allows you to do things like combine the samples together. I've only used the samples in sort of a one-shot format in one of my tracks at the moment, but it's a really nice. It's taking a bit of like your sort of cinema into your tracks, and it's really good for like space and adding like massive moments to your track. So
what actually,
did you put the
So what is it? It comes with samples that you chuck into it, and then
so it's a contact instrument basically. So if you've got a contact player or anything, you can open it in that, but it's got the NKI files the same as like Colossus.
Cool.
So you can, but it's got WAV samples with it as well. And I ended up just pulling it apart because I wanted to play with the audio a little bit more.
Cool, man.
But I've been using that. I'll show you in the track later. But I would really recommend downloading this because it's a really cool thing. It looks cool as well. Like the little, I don't know, can they see my cursor?
Yeah.
Can they see me like stroke the balls?
Yeah.
Like the balls
The glowing
glow
balls.
with a really nice like what are those things called where you're at a museum and you put your hand on it and the electricity.
Oh, the plasma thing.
Yeah, it's got that kind of. It's got a sort of plasmic effect.
Plasmic glowing
to the bollock
bollocks.
area of the of the GUI. So yeah, that's been really nice. Another thing I used as well was this really cool. It's called Collab B3, or how would you even say that? Collab B3.
Collabby.
I don't know, but I also
Collab 3,
like the
Collab
root note
B3.
of my song is B3 as well. So I don't know if I was just reading
Convenient.
that and then just that's how I chose the root note. But this is really cool.
Probably.
It's a really nicely emulated tone wheel organ. You can do all sorts of stuff with these I don't really know what a tone wheel. Do you know what a tone wheel organ does?
It's got tones on the wheel. No, I don't know how they actually
Yeah,
work.
I know. It's got something called leakage. I thought that was something you go to the doctors about. But yeah, you can pull out. What it seemed to be is you pull out these little levers at the bottom, and you get added harmonics, and some of them are quite discordant. So it's quite cool for making some like creepy organ music that I was doing. I've made like
nice.
I've made like a sort of, I think it's called wave. I don't know. There are probably loads of kids that are really angry at me right now, but like it's sort of got like trap beats with a bit of dubstep kind of feel to it. It's very urban, and I was
It's
using
got bass. I like
that.
it.
Yeah, it's got bass and drops and stuff, so just fucking eat it. So yeah, I was using this in this. I would recommend this. Download it. It gives you a really, really nice organic sound in the middle of all that electronic nightmare. What else we got? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a look around this week because I think this is really cool. I like anything by Rolly. I think the way they do things is really cool. It's got a really nice, simple, like modular look to it.
What is
it's
it?
called the Rolly Studio. You usually get it with Rolly products. I don't know if you've seen that. Actually, it's worth just getting one of these up. Have you seen a Rolly Seaboard? I kind of really want this.
I feel like I've seen it, but I can't really think.
Randomly
Oh yeah.
fucking misspell the word. There you go.
There's weird touchy pad.
Bode. The so bode of my chode. Right, there we go.
There was something else.
So these are really cool.
Yeah.
It's a mobile MIDI keyboard, but it's got a really. I like the aesthetic for these Rolly products. I don't know what website I'm actually on. But look, it's super cool. You can, it's imagine if you were making music tech, but you were also a secret agent. I think they're really nice, and it's got loads of, I don't think it's like haptic, but what's that super like? You can roll your fingers on it basically to control various faders and knobs.
Oh, nice.
So anyway, this is where you can sort of put all the work together that you make with that hardware. It's kind of a DAW mixed with a sound library. I might have talked about it last week as well. I don't really care at this point.
It looks
Everything's
cool.
like Groundhog Day anyway.
It looks good.
But yeah, have a look at this. Give it
it's
a download.
Got colours. I like it.
Yeah, it's just. I mean,
it's pretty.
You get this is probably something that we can chew like a minute on. Because you quite like this as well. You get to a certain point where it doesn't. Essentially, you can do everything with everything. Like it's once you have the knowledge behind it, it really is, and it comes back down to you just looking at how it looks.
Yeah.
And like I think like you end up just being like, oh, that looks kind of nice on that Mac, and you know that you're gonna burrow your way into it and do the same things anyway. So you just take your pick.
Yeah, most of these guys have like free demo trials. I just try everything, man. Like
yeah, man, and like
I don't. The
I
thing
think
is,
people get too. Obviously, we're purist Ableton, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to. They've all got their own USP. Like
yeah, the thing is, I always go back to
except
Ableton
Sonar,
because
it
it
just creeps me out. I don't understand.
I always go back to Ableton because I love it, but it's good to try out other stuff and just see what's going on.
I did Logic for a long time, and like having like the actual track information and sends and stuff on the right hand side made me feel like I was having a stroke with Ableton for a while, because obviously you're so used to that being like linear at the start of your track. I think it's Pro Tools that does that to people. Like you work on Pro Tools for a bit and you're like, everything should be like this, and it's a tough one to fall into. But yeah, have a look at this. We want to hear in the comments as well, because we've got terrible memories, so we might not even look at all this stuff. So please do let us know. Right, what else have we got? I like this. This is cool. I don't even know if this is free, but this is like it scans your acoustic space to help you make a more accurate mix.
Is that
so?
It's a little microphone at the top.
Yeah, so it's got a whole buttload of stuff. I need to look into it a little bit but it's got stuff like virtual monitoring. Fuck you. Yeah. Okay, so this is not free. I knew this wasn't free anyway. I just want this.
Yeah.
So I don't know if can someone buy me this? Like, is this okay? Can we just ask on this?
No, I was talking earlier with a friend of mine about how crap boats are for mixing, So I set the whole system up now, and it's fucking loud. But it's just like, it's the wrong shape. It's too many windows. It's like,
Yeah.
you're never going to get a good mix. I'm always going to end up relying on these headphones and multiple speakers, multiple people, getting Ryan involved with his car. You know, it's got to pass that car check. It's got to, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is good. I think it's, you know, it's good to treat your room if you can, but
mostly you
man.
can't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You're meant to have 6 feet behind your studio monitors, and I'm trying to convince my missus to let me just put this in the middle of the room, but it's not.
Yeah, but I could set everything up that way, and I would do it, but the whole place would just be a waste of space.
Yeah, this
Not
is
worth
true.
it, man.
Right, check this out, and basically tell me about it because I want to look into it even more. I don't know if you. Does it look like you have to have a mic with it?
Just I don't know. Probably have to read it, mate.
Yeah, I know,
this
right?
Is me last week.
But
Scroll through.
This was entitled.
Let's stop.
The
We can read
Episodes
it.
We Didn't Plan.
Yeah. We can read it. Look, we can stop, take a breath, and just read it. What's it say? By using our
Software is an acoustic correction system that measures the acoustics of your room at 3 different heights to detect flaws which may have a negative impact on the accuracy of your audio monitoring.
Oh, this is boring. What's
By
new?
correcting
What's
these
new?
flaws in the box. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to read. So
Everyone at home's
this
probably
is-
already read
This is
it.
their tagline: mix better, faster, and more confidently. I don't know.
I'll do
They're
that
pretty
anyway.
ambiguous about it themselves, aren't they? Like, by using an ultra accurate measurement mic, it's like, do we get this mic? Can I have this? Buy me this and let me find out. Somebody sponsor me. It's about time, isn't it? We can do this. Scratching my ass.
Sponsor you, mate.
I mean, realistically, yeah, I know, right? And I think that's more of a personality thing as well, rather than the music. I wouldn't fucking sponsor me. I found this as well because I can't work out what the point of it is.
Oh, Steinberg.
Yeah, I thought I'd just look at something and just you could help me work out what they're doing that no one else is.
32-bit 192 seems pretty good. It's what price point?
Yeah,
What's the price point?
they've centered this new Steinberg have released an audio interface. I've realised I've gone through these without really introducing them as well. So sorry.
Smash through it all. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a Sunday. It's 4:20 tomorrow. Who gives a fuck? 4:20 tomorrow.
Mate, it's been 4:20 all month.
Yeah, but it's 4:20, 4:20, 4:20, 4:20 tomorrow. It's like 4:20,
Turbo
2020.
420.
Turbo 420.
Yeah, but nobody's talked about it. Like, and I don't know. Now it feels like, do I bring it up? Right. Anyway, so this is Steinberg, who obviously have some heritage with creating VSTs and stuff. They have released a 2x4 USB 3 audio interface, and I'm trying to work out what it does that the other ones don't.
Get
And one
Steinberg
thing I
money.
found was it's got separate monitor modes.
Okay.
So you can switch between the door mode, which is essentially you can balance the signals between your door and the inputs, which is normal, isn't it? Yeah, that's normal. And the DJ mode, optimized for performances with DJ software and backing tracks, you can choose either output the mono master sound to the right or left of your headphones, with a Q sound to the left or right.
Wow.
I don't understand. Isn't that
So
something you can do anyway?
Probably in most DJ software, yeah. In Track2, you probably can.
Definitely route the output. Like, that's
well,
definitely
gee, that one's got a switch that lets you do it.
Yeah, I've got a feeling. Like, I'm really sorry, Steinberg, because like I'm obviously not as good as you as an entity. But yeah, I mean, it says stuff like compatible with all major audio software, and it's like you'd fucking hope so, wouldn't you?
That is their whole jam, though. You know, they did
just,
make the whole VST.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what it does. I mean, it even kind of looks like my Scarlett. If anyone can tell me what this does that I'm missing, I'd like to know, because I can imagine it probably comes with a reasonably hefty price tag. Not that I'm willing to look into it.
Go on, have a look. Have a look.
The show that we didn't plan.
Go on, have a look. Go on.
How much is it? All right.
I don't know, just go Gear for Music or whatever. Thoman or Gear for Music or just fucking put
Steinberg.
Style.
No, I don't need that. Just UR 24C.
Yeah. To buy.
175 quid.
Yeah, so
my 3rd Gen 2i2, which I'm running at the moment, was like 140, I think.
Click that 4th picture along, because it looks like you might be able to see some of the back. Yeah, look at the next one down. Is that the back?
There you go. We'll give you a little guided tour.
What's the fifth picture? Fifth picture. Oh, fourth picture then. I can't count. Right, what we got? You got MIDI in and out. That's nice.
Yeah.
Ins and outs. It's got a good few ins and outs. USB 3.
Yeah.
I really like the Motu that I've got because it has no ins or outs. It's just like, here's a back for it.
Oh, really?
Well, no, it has MIDI and phono and jack, but it just looks empty. That looks crammed and busy.
Oh, well, has your Motu not got any recording inputs?
Yeah, front has inputs.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's the back. That
God,
back
it's just so much better when they're at the front, isn't it?
Yeah. I've built it into a nice little bamboo box, so it's all sitting.
Nice little bamboo box.
Nice little bamboo box.
This is the main boy that I want to try. You want to talk about this though, because you probably know a little bit more about isotope than me, because you've used it more. So you might know more about what the neutron elements aspect is.
No, I downloaded it the other day, but I've not used it yet, so I've not actually seen
fair enough.
what it does or doesn't.
The main reason we were excited for it is because apparently, and it did come up, it was like 112 quid on the website.
Yeah, all the way through the checkout, it's like, we're going to charge you, until right at the end you put that little bit in, and it goes, boop, totally free. So.
Although that made me wonder if you've ever put a discount code into anything, because that's just a discount code.
No, usually right at the beginning, when you add it to basket, you go to your basket and it says, do you have a discount code?
Oh, right. I'm
doesn't
used to it at checkout. Like, when you told me about it, I was like, oh, bless him. It doesn't go on that internet bit often. So this is part of the Stay and Create bundle that Loot Cloud have launched. So thank you, Loot Cloud. This is to keep people in. We're going to try and keep it away from any kind of corona discussion today, but obviously a bit might seep in, like the virus itself. So this is part of their Stay and Create bundle. You get Isotope Neutron Elements 3, which is a channel strip for mixing based on Isotope's high-end DSP algorithms. Neutron Elements uses artificial intelligence. Doesn't everything these days. It's all Skynet, isn't it?
Yes.
They just do you know what? This brings me on to another point that we can chew up another minute on, and then I'll tell you a bit more about Isotope that I don't know about after. But and I'm trying not to be a gatekeeper, and I'm not, because I love accessibility, but I do feel like a lot of the market is focused at the moment towards just, you don't have to be able to do, like, you just open it straight away and you've got tunes.
Auto music maker, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't mind it, and like as you said before, you don't mind using a sample or a preset and stuff, but like I'm watching stuff and this guy's like, basically you turn on your computer and you have 5 songs straight away. Like, you just open this thing and all of the chords are, you just say what mood you're in today and it will write a chord sequence for you. And it's just, I don't know.
The thing is, I really like that. I really like opening up Ableton, trying to get a MIDI scale and then arpeggiator and try and like make a music making machine.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
For it as like as a plugin or something, or as like utilizing it in like a certain track or something. But my issue is there's energy going towards making things that aren't necessarily going to have all the creative input that you'd want from something, and it's energy that could be pushed towards sort of like, well, more stuff like artificial, like more not. I don't know. I've gone completely round.
You've dug yourself into something now.
What I meant was, it could be like more focused on like pushing the boundaries of stuff rather than just sort of like.
Yeah, it's a bit weird at the moment.
I'm not trying to be grouchy or anything.
No.
I want everyone to be able to do this, and I want people to be able to learn, but I want them to learn it.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one because there's so much availability for everything. And the bar
I want the learning resources to be more available rather than just like cheat equipment and stuff, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's always a limit though. Like, you know, there's always people. I enjoy sound design almost more than making tunes. So yeah, there's always going to be people that
don't.
there's always going to be people that do, you know, other sides, other things. So
I did my first sound design session. I think it must be in year or so, like a proper one where I've dedicated just to sound design. And like, I enjoy the sounds at the end of it, but I like a creative flow, and I like being in that and just doing the same thing over and over again. Like I could tell it was winding the missus up, but it was winding me up as well. It's just
That's why I try and just I try and
maybe
blitz
I'm
through
full
it.
of shit actually. Maybe I'm full of shit because maybe I want stuff to do it for me.
Yeah.
There you go. Like if you don't plan these podcasts, you grow as a person when you're.
It's all good, my friend.
And obviously, people never take back what they say on the internet. I don't understand this as well. Like, have you noticed? It's just
you can retract it already. It's already retracted. It's already amended.
Is to say that you're wrong. I don't know if that's just an unwritten rule of humanity, though, isn't it?
It's I'm sorry that you feel this way. That's the one.
Yeah. Have you seen that meme going around about Priti Patel?
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Where it's got her face on Darth Vader, and it's like, I'm sorry if you feel like we blew up your home planet of Alderaan.
Yeah.
That'll be coming out in a weekend on a meme thing.
No doubt.
Anyway, coming back round to... I just took a break there to just make a total tit of myself, but oh well.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, right? Welcome to fucking Stonxcast. Download this. As it's Isotope, I'm assuming it's... well, no, it says it's a mixing tool, so it's not a mastering tool. But if you want to
go up, like, what was it like? Scroll up.
Yeah.
It's got EQ, transient
got an
shaper,
exciter.
exciter,
Oh,
and a
it's nice
compressor.
to see the return of an exciter.
That's a master suite, really.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to look at it as well.
Because Ableton used to have an exciter and then it just disappeared.
Saturator, fine.
Yeah, I know, but it sounds slightly different. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably does.
We should just have an episode where we just argue.
Yes.
And we haven't planned anything, so we just don't know what we agree about yet. Oh wait, no, that's this episode. I looked at this as well. Because
that looks like Reason.
Huh?
It looks like Reason.
Well, yeah, I saw something. I don't know if it's from the same guys that did Thor for Reason.
Oh yeah.
Because it's called Odin, isn't it?
If it's not the same people, it should be.
Oh, yeah, it should be. But anyway, this is another free synth from the Wave Warden. It just looks like a pretty nice polyphonic synth, to be honest. I do like a comb filter.
See, now that GUI does not look sexy to me, but what I would love that for sound design, because I just twist all them knobs.
This looks like your boat.
Just twist them, just twist. Record that out.
Quite like the fact that it just says semi in the middle of it. God, I'm never going to get sponsored product reviews, am I?
This product has great glowing balls. This product has a semi.
I like its great glowing balls.
Odin 2 gives me a semi.
I'll tell you what, let's take a voyage of discovery, because there's a link here saying best free synths.
Oh, November 18th, 2019. Just quickly scroll past that bit and we'll tell everyone it's fresh.
Yeah, so this fresh hot... I mean, I'm not going to lie, mate. This synth looks like it's from about 2001. Download this and just play with endless faders by Vember Audio. Download this and it kind of reminds me of NASCAR. Like, it just looks like it belongs on the side of like an oil thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this.
I love it. Whoa, it's just knob central.
You can download this and enter a fugue state, like just some sort of comic, like just who makes their synth brown?
Oh, I like this one. Yeah, the VCV.
Oh, I like this.
I know,
actually, that looks nice.
I've heard about this before.
We'll have a go on that. The VC, this is getting mentioned by name because it doesn't have a GUI that instantly causes me to joke about it. So I will mention it by name. It's the VCV. It's the VCV rack by VCV. I like this.
That's the same colour as that bass one you liked last week.
That is a German enough sounding name that you know that this will be good. And I like the simplicity as well. This is like this,
however.
This is like this, but if it's done salvia, like a bit off. Like, oh, it's by Ichiro Toda, which, and I hope I'm not generalising. If it's a Japanese guy, like, yeah, I mean, it looks kind of, it's kind of arcadey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got that 8-bit kind of vibe to it.
I find it difficult to talk about synths because it's like these all do the same things. This again just balls the fuck out of me. And I like this.
Looks like
you
Serum.
might be able to draw the. Well, that's an envelope actually, but you might be able to draw the waveform on that as well, maybe. This looks fun.
No, it's just got the two oscillators at the top.
It's called the
Noisemaker.
though. It's got
Yeah, it's probably
cool
good.
kind of dropout numbers. So yeah.
Oh,
let's have a look
2010.
at
Nice.
that. Yeah. So have a look at the mouse synth as well, because why the fuck not?
I think I've heard people talk about that one. That might be
Oh,
semi-legit.
fair enough. Well, yeah. Have a look at these. But yeah, go and have a look at this blog, Bedroom Producers blog.
They do it better than us.
Yeah, I mean, this is where we leech all our content for this dead ass fucking live stream. Oh god, the live stream that people deserve.
Yes.
This was So this is me in the process of buying Isotope, the little add-on, and on top of that, that is the sum total.
You totally just put your fucking serial number out to anyone that is watching. So you better get that registered quick.
Don't be a dick. If you're one of like the 4 people that's gonna watch this. Oh, it's a free product. So I've got 2 email addresses. Take it if you want, pirates. Go on.
Sorted.
Right, take over. I've flogged this dead badger into the floor.
Awesome. Well, I think
Nice.
you did it like half an hour. That's like half the podcast, right? So
For real?
yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
It's
Do you know
36,
what?
we
Like, the
started
best
late.
thing about
Oh,
the
I
only
have
thing
to
I
start
can always
crying
rely on,
still.
and it's been much of my negative at some time, is I can just talk. Right.
Yes.
Screen over.
Whoa, I'm huge.
In the business.
Well, I have nothing to share apart from right. Okay, I'll share the screen. I share screen. Right. I was listening to Tipper because that's just what you do. I started looking at some news this week. Oh shit, you've gone. Hold on. Boop. There you are. I started listening to news, looking for some news this week, and it's the same fucking shit as last week. Here's a bunch of things that are free. Here's a bunch of people that are doing live streams, and it's just like fucking.
We are entering a Groundhog Day period. Of
Totally, it is, man. Like, okay, so Devin Townsend, he started a new podcast. He's doing a cool thing. Like, fucking, just name whoever they're doing something, right? So look at your favorite artists, check them out. Chances are they're live streaming.
That's what I said. We almost said in the last podcast as well. It's just like Google what's going on in music tech. That's all I'm doing.
But like, no, but all of like the music business, the whole side of that shut down. It's just people fucking arguing about same bollocks. There's like no solid things are happening. We still got a bunch of releases coming out, like people who have worked on stuff. Their schedules, so you know things will stay up to schedule, and most people can still work on music, send it off, work on the artwork to someone else, and da 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 da. So you know there'll still be releases. But all live gigs are still cancelled. More live gigs are cancelled. You know, Wacken.
They cancelled Wacken?
Yeah, August
Oh, no.
the 31st, I think, is when Germany's lifting their
That could
festival ban or
really
whatever.
be it. You can't.
So I
Wacken,
just-
man. You summon the devil.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I started looking at the news, and it's just like I fucking had like 4 tabs open. It's like this person's live streaming. This person's fucking cancelled a thing. This person's
Yeah.
raising some money, and I was just like,
Oh,
for
Dead Mouse is
fucking
doing a
don't care.
masterclass. Just
Cool.
as like I feel.
That's what I mean. If there's anyone you like, fucking just Google them because like everyone's doing something now. If they're not, then they're not relevant. So, you know what I mean? Like
This is true.
even Pantera have a new shirt out for fuck's sake.
Oh, Pantera shouldn't have anything out.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Jesus Christ.
If you
Do you know
Google,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I've got loads of time for Dimebag and his guitar and stuff, but like, after all I've heard about Phil Anselmo, like, no.
milky milk. But okay, so let me just. Here's my little tangent, right? So amongst all these live streams, we were looking the other day. There was an article. I think it might have even been one of Doug who posted it, and it was Warehouse Project, Aphex Twin live stream Good Friday or whatever it was, and it was like,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
yeah. So if you actually read that article that was posted, it was like dog shit article, no information, no links, dog shit advert, bullshit, load of bollocks. So I went everywhere trying to look for where this live stream might be happening. And the Warehouse Project here, they do have a YouTube, and it had like nothing on it in 2 years, and one video a couple of days before. So they set up in warehouses, and then it's in Manchester, the Warehouse Project. So it makes sense that they're like not active now because they set up projects and then take it all down and set up somewhere else next year and take it all down. but they were advertising this as a live stream. When it came to the day, live stream popped up on their Facebook and on their YouTube. On the YouTube, it was just blocked in every country, and the whole chat was just full of people that were just like, "It's not working. It's fucking blocked. It's totally blocked." So I was logged into the Stonx YouTube, and I was just like, "No, that's like the second or third bit of the story." I went to the Facebook because some people said it was working on Facebook. Watched it. It was the Manchester warehouse project that Aphex Twin did last November, and that footage has been live on Aphex Twin's YouTube the whole time. So I just went back to YouTube, copied the URL for Aphex Twins, logged in as Stonx, and I just kept posting the link to Aphex Twins version. So anyone that was on Warehouse Project YouTube that was blocked and couldn't get the stream, I was trying to redirect him to Aphex Twins channel so he could get the streams. Because they're just trying to fucking resell something he's already got up, the cheeky blighters. And then there was the other day, mate of mine posted up the Scream. You know, Scream and Benga?
Where?
Scream, he was doing a thing, and it was the same. It was some other thing that was all pre-recorded, which is fine, you know, but it's not a live... It's not what you're advertising.
Doesn't it?
It's not what you're advertising, dudes.
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
bit weird, man.
Oh, this is another thing. Just in case you are... I'm going to nick the screen back for like one second.
I don't need the screen. Oh, yeah, I suppose
well, right.
I'll do a studio tour if you want and take the screen.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll do that in a sec. I just want to quickly tell people about this because obviously everyone is live streaming at the moment. But if you're not, right, let's get the screen out. So this is a decent app to download. It's the Dolby Android and iOS app, and it's just a really nice, simple, high-quality audio, video recording and live streaming app. So this is essentially centered purely around people that just want to get a platform during this time of isolation. So go and have a look. It's free, and yeah, just download it from your iOS app, iOS or Android store, and that's the best way realistically if you want to stream on your mobile or something. I think you. So
what does it do? Does it connect? Can you connect it to Twitch and connect it to YouTube streaming or Facebook Live or whatever?
Yeah, so you can connect it directly to Facebook Live and Twitch. So yeah, we might want to look at this if we end up just on the run in an apocalyptic wasteland and we like communicate to people from like various outposts.
I mean, this works for me the way we're doing it at the moment because we can't get together anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when we can get together, I have a fucking sofa now. It's made of insulation and
but a lot of people probably don't have the setup at home that we have.
I suppose, but they're just cheap cameras, fucking cheap webcams. They're HD 1080. It's fine, isn't it? Let's just work it on your phone. Yeah,
we got these for like 30 quid.
Right.
But yeah, if you do want to do it on your phone, although Ollie definitely seems to be against it.
No, do it. It's just like you're going to spend more than 30 quid buying all the fucking framework for that bollocks. You know what I mean? That's like a mic stand and then a £20-30 clip that you got to buy from someone.
This isn't the first time that I've tried to recommend something. And,
fuck you! I ain't buying your shit. I print my own fucking clam.
Episodes, like the moment it has to be like even if the main product's freeze, like there's a peripheral around somewhere that you'll have to pay for, mate. So yeah, if you want to download this nice free app, or if you don't, or if you just want to sit around with a massive beard, like just like hating on things, then yeah, you can do that as well. Right, take him on the tour, Grumpus.
Alright, Grumpus. Right, woo, I'm huge. It's a tiny tour because it's a fucking tiny space, but we now have studio set up. Whoa, infinity. Speakers down there, subs, and a big old fucking desk. So I can do other shit apart from making music. 3D printer and boom, boom, boom. Can you see down there?
I've been eating an apple like the whole way through this, and I really hope it doesn't sound like it.
I did hear a little bit. It's fine. We got all our electrics down here. So that big grey thing up in the corner, that one that I'm not covering, that's the solar charge controller. So that's where my solar panels are coming in. Going down, safety bollocks, batteries down there, lithium ion, so I can have them inside. Whereas those old like car batteries and shit, you got to have them all wired outside. Safety bollocks, inverter, 240, safety bollocks again at the top there, and then bam, 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 extension cord, studio. We've got Motu.
just started thinking about the Sunday kebab, mate.
Oh, nice. And then these super cheap Kinter. I've got a few of them that are broken actually. And then these bad boy speakers.
Tell us about them. Tell us about the Bauer.
They are, what are they? B and W.
I think it stands for Bauer and Wilkins, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. I can't remember. They're from blah, blah, blah. Where are they from?
Yeah, Bauer and Wilkins.
Worthing, down south central England, like not far Brighton kind of ways. Not as far that way. Yeah, I got these from a friend because they were buggered. They were like totally rusty and just totally fucked. The cones had all split and everything, so I had to get new rubbers for them. Oh, let me just get one out. They're fucking heavy. So yeah, the rubbers had split. The cones are original, but I had to re-glue them. I still need to tidy that shit up.
And these are the same company and some of the same monitors that outfit a certain studio, weren't they?
Yes, they do have these ones in Abbey Road, and it's amazing because they kind of sound horrible. Not horrible, but like harsh and raw, which is...
Yeah, they're raw as fuck, aren't they?
Compared to your KRKs, where you make everything sound nice, I can now make everything sound horrible, which is great.
Yeah.
But I had to rewire the tweeter on one of these. I can't remember which one it was, because that was totally fucked. So I had to take that apart and actually rewire the coil. Which is
man, they look like they've been at the bottom of the canal.
big job.
For a sort of price check, there's a pair of Bauer and Wilkins 800 D3 floor standing speakers for £23,000 on their website.
These ones are actually the LM1. If you can find them, they are very hard to find. And I've probably completely like devalued them by fixing them, but they were fucked, so don't matter. Squidge that in there. Right, that was some good dead time. I'll share the screen. Did you find?
Yeah.
There we go. These ultra rare.
I can't find any of the ones that look like yours though.
Yeah, that's the point. Is they are hard to find, but there's some here that are on eBay.
Go. Ultra rare LM1. Yeah, they're on eBay for £1,000.
You can see how fucked up they are. I had to like this aluminium.
Wait, yeah, hang
case.
on. I don't even know if these work.
Aluminium case, and I had to like fucking grate it all back and paint them purple. Oh shit, you're not up there. Boop. There we go.
Oh, well, nice.
And yeah, the best thing about them is that they don't sound amazing. So that coupled with my I'll take you on a tour again. Woohoo! Down here, I've got my sub. This one is the big unit. Well, actually, I've got it set up left and right at the moment. So I've got left and right, and that's my sub amp, which almost set on fire this morning. I have no idea why.
Oh yeah, what actually happened? You haven't told me.
Okay, so originally yesterday, right, let me see what you can see. We got this orange cable is the 240 extension cable that plugs in over there.
Yes.
And then you can see there's this orange, yellow and red. They were really tiny cables yesterday when I wired this up, and they got fucking hot trying to run that amp and that amp, because they're 12 volt amps. They're like car systems, because I'm running on a off-grid setup. There's no need to have 240. So I replaced those cables, but then for some reason this got fucking hot. It overheated, and the overheat protection kicked in, so that light went red. But then it fucking didn't cool down for like 20 minutes. I burnt my hand. So when I tried to touch it, so it's got this little amp now is running everything, and it's a great little cheap little thing. It doesn't even register when you turn it on, so it's like totally free to run. It doesn't cost any energy, like the setup I had on the other boat. Because I've got those two speakers now, I was thinking of cutting a hole in the top and mounting the other speaker, so it's just one sub box with two speakers in it at a right angle to each other. It just looks gnarly. I'll just make a box of speakers. It might sound shit, but it's loud.
Ah, you never know. You gotta try these things.
So, we got a sofa as well now. So when shit's back together, back normal. Sweet. At the moment, it just looks like shit. But It's my leftover insulation foam.
I've seen worse sofas in people's flat, mate.
Yeah, man. Some of the places that we were at.
I've seen a worse sofa in your old
Yeah,
flat.
that's it. So it's a little bit all nice when it's finished, but then we can fucking like sit down and chill. Miles, like, I'm on the boat, but I'm fucking still here, man. Look, whoa, look at all that space.
Yeah, this is the difference. Obviously, Ollie lives on a narrow boat, and he's now got a what is it, like a 1.5 beam or something?
Yeah, so I've gone from having 6.7 feet interior space to 9 foot interior space. So I can't do that on the other boat.
It does make the world of difference. Right, should we go to an interlude?
Yeah.
Or go make a coffee.
What are we doing? Playing my music still? Have you got any music you want to play? What are we playing? Should we play an old track? Let's go to this Stonx. I'll click up here, can't I? Stonx, my channel. Let's go there. Yeah, what do you want to listen to? We've been listening to my EP all the time. Do you want to play something off your EP?
Hey, put the fourth track on from my old EP.
So this was January's release.
Yeah, this was February's release. It says on the screen.
Oh, I premiered it on January the 10th, and I released it on February the 3rd. Don't know what I was doing, mate. Well, fucking don't ask me. Share
Go on, whack
computer
that
sound.
up then. I'll go make a coffee.
Alright, let me do that. Is it volume
That's
alright?
not you.
Oh, sorry. Number 4. Volume alright?
Yeah, fine.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi.
Did you get your coffee? You there? I can't hear you. Oh, yeah, there you are.
Yeah. Right.
Cool. I was just trying to shove some food down my face, and I don't think I actually muted my mics. You might have just been able to hear me go.
Sounds like the fucking Rancor. Right, I was going to do a little playthrough and talk through one of my new... So this is the track that we're working on. We're going to release it for charity.
You could get to see some of those plugins, right, that you were... Or is it a different track?
Yeah, I'm going to talk you through just a little bit of what I've done. So hang on 2 seconds.
Cool. Do you want to take the screen?
Yeah, I think you've got to stop first.
Stop. Oh, I'm huge.
Stop.
Now you're huge. No, I'm huge again.
Right. There we go. I'll just make sure that the audio is all right. It's last time. I don't know if anyone remembers, but I absolutely made a fool of myself.
Rather.
So let's have a little listen. So this is the track that we're doing in aid of basically mental health. We're going to be releasing it and liaising with Mind. Hopefully, I've been chatting to someone who works with them. And yeah, we're going to release it as soon as possible. All proceeds will be going to it'll probably be Mind, but if anyone else comes up in the meantime, then fair enough. So let's have a little look. It's just a sort of like urban-y kind of. It's got some trap beats. It's got a big Reese bass. So I'll just play you a little.
You're
bit.
showing me this. I've not even looked at it. You sent me the project earlier today, but
yeah,
I've not
this
looked
is
at
true.
it
This
yet,
will be your first listen through as well. So I might just do a full playthrough of what I've done so far. Actually, cool. Let's have a little listen.
Oh, I've not got your computer audio, just what your mic's picking up. Oi. Oi. Oi, you can't. Oi, fucking James, you can't. I can't hear it. I can't hear it.
I've got this. I'm sharing the computer audio.
No, you ain't. You're not the
I
right
bloody am.
audio, you
It's
fucking
ticked.
ain't, mate.
It's
It
ticked.
sounds like it's coming out of a cardboard cunt.
Right, let me try again. Is that done?
It's better.
It was ticked both times. I'm sure it was.
Well, you'll have to watch
well.
the stream live to find out, won't you?
Well, we're definitely not going to edit that bit anyway.
I
Right,
don't
cool.
edit any of this. I just chuck it straight on YouTube like 2 days later.
Right, imagine we edited this. Right, okay, I'll play the tune.
Screamer.
So much screamer. Screamer and pitch modulation, man. Makes it chunky.
I already know I'm going to be changing the arrangement.
Yeah, that's fine. Some of the movie sample.
Cool.
It's like those really nice, like huge nusseruses.
By the bollocks! Is this the glowing bollock preset thing?
Yeah. It's got those funk rhythms over the top of it as well.
Maybe vocal melody.
Got all that stuff, bit crushing, automated and stuff. Sounds like a spaceship taking off. So yeah.
Yeah, man, I can
essentially
hear some
that
real nice, like, high vocal line over that bit.
Yeah, there's going to be
some.
some. Well, that's the thing. It's nice because I get to bounce this over to you. That's pretty much where I'm going to leave it off. And
Yeah,
then,
man, I'm excited
you
for that
can just
one.
Take it to the next. But yeah, so one of the things I was using in there, this isn't actually using the plugin itself, but it's just one of the samples. Is this huge, like Brahms. I just love that. It's like the widest noise.
Nice.
I think I might have spaced it out on it.
That had a kick in it, that
Obviously,
one.
that sounds gives it a really nice organic feel to all the really electronic artificial elements.
I'd like filter it up at the end.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, eventually,
I'll have some
basically
mess
with
around.
our tracks, it's just us bouncing them in between each other, adding more pitch automation until they're done.
What you do is you bounce
Here's
down
your
all the
track.
automation, and then
It needs more automation. All right. I was saying it. This needed more automation. It's like
Bounce
a
it down, then
tennis
do
game
more.
of just sub pulses and stuff. So yeah, this is from the selection. So what I've actually done as well, because I couldn't really be bothered with the plugin itself, is I've just loaded the samples into one of my folders, which you can. It's really nice that Ableton just allows you to have that freedom of just customizable folders all the way down the left-hand side.
Just keep dragging shit there all the time.
You end up not using the ones that are there for you anyway. So I've got all my stuff here. I've got some. Ollie's got a much bigger selection of this, but I've got some Neuro styles. I'll show you something quickly as well. This is quite a cool technique. If you want to add a bit of like groove to your drums for a section, and I don't know. I think it goes beyond being a bit lazy. I like using funk loops. I like this more than doing it myself. Like
I don't think it's lazy. It's what they used to do. Like, you know, remember when we learned how to cut a sample out on an Akai? That's fucking like boring.
You get stuck in that endless loop of like, I should make all my synth patches from the initialized patch. I should sample. I should record all the samples. I should I should sing everything. But you can't fucking fuck off. Make some music.
Yeah, like I think it pays homage, and it also like feeds back into the whole music making process. I love using samples in weird and wonderful ways.
All I've done for this is just one of these funk drum beats. If I just play this quickly to you. And all I've done is I've just taken a filter, just taken all the low end out of it. Imagine like you were DJing and you were mixing the track in. And this just provides
me, Mr. DJ.
Just that little bit of like... I'll put the low end back in. So you've got a whole funk drum beat there, but you don't need to use it all. Don't be scared of just taking a whole beat and using the bits you want by just cutting it out of the frequency spectrum as well. That's a really important thing that I shied away from for a while.
Tidy.
Yeah. So if you just cut all that in mixed with the shaker, you're just providing that extra groove element. All those nice little tops. Just jangling around in there. So
you got this -7
beat repurposed.
You got the
James Brown, man. It's all James Brown.
You got -7 and the +7 on the delay there as well, milliseconds. That's cool little trick.
I've been pulling them about to get a bit of swing as well. This is actually something I learnt from a person who's been my mentor in the music production world since leaving university. So it's him. It's literally just him. So yeah, I've delayed the shaker and the beat by the same amount, so they'll swing.
You've done the opposite. You've opposite the beat. One's plus and one's minus.
Sorry, I have opposite it.
So it's like...
I was fucking around with it for ages yesterday. So
it's cool, man.
I ended up going for -7 on one and +7 on the other. And
it's really a nice way to get that kind of swing and groove out of static samples. And
I was pulling them apart slowly but surely, and then they kind of click back together in a nice sort of swing. So it's just you just got to play about with it, and it's a nice alternative to using the actual grooves that Ableton provide, because they confuse the fuck out of me.
Yeah, the grooves are creating warp points
or whether it's applied or like I don't know, man. So yeah, just delay your hi-hats. You can find that could add a bit of swing to your tracks. Another thing that was downloaded of late that I can just quickly tell you about before we sort of do a grand finale on this episode of improvisation. So I was using there we go, I'll turn it back on. I was using
that organ?
Collab B3, which is a free tone wheel organ, and this is actually being used. I was talking about it earlier. So we've got these nice little discordant sort of, they're not really chords, they're kind of meant to be badly played. So little bits. Tiny bit of erosion on it. Erosion sounds really nice on these kind of things. And then just taking all the low end out of it. But let me show you the actual plugin itself.
Yeah, it sounds kind of church organ-y. It sounds quite bit crushy and video gamey.
Yeah, that's what I wanted it for. It's got a sort of... There you go. So this is actually the beast itself. And as you pull these out, you can sort of add more harmonics in. And I've used it again just up here. So thank you very much. I believe it was... Who did collab? It was by Sampleson, so thank you very much, Sampleson. I've chucked that straight into a track. It was exactly the feel I needed.
Booyaka,
So that's about all I
like.
need to show you. I might just play this bit again because I like it so much. Just when the cinema.
What about
comes
the
in.
drums? What's going on? You haven't told me anything else. You just went.
All right, darling. I didn't know we were doing a full walkthrough.
I don't know what's going on. I've got
Neither do
808s. I don't know.
So I did this on purpose. I've got loads of kits that I use myself, but for the purpose of this track, I loaded Ableton's own like 808 kit in, and I wanted a nice trappy feel, and it's just got some. It's a very very basic drum beat. I'll just solo it out for you. Doesn't really ever get more complicated than that. Do you want to talk him through the sort of sends that we do on the?
Yeah, I mentioned it. I think in my bloop walkthrough, but
hang on, wait. I won't just play this drum beat aggressively in the background while you do so.
I think I talked about it in my bloop walkthrough, but hold on, I'll move us out of the way. Return tracks on Ableton are like one of the most
I'll go from
powerful.
A to B as I'm clicking.
Cool. They're like one of the most powerful mixing and mastering tools to really get your track sounding beefcake.
Beefcake from the start.
Beefcake from the start, yeah.
You don't want to be doing that at the end.
Yeah, so it's one of the things that I find. I mentioned Devin Townsend earlier, but he's one of the people that years ago when I was doing guitar stuff, even before really thinking about electronic music, because he's always a guy that's put wall of noise, like 20, 30 guitars recorded together, or he uses keyboards and like loads of weird sounds. It's more important to make sure your mix gels correctly, and when you're adding a new layer in, it needs to be there. So another one is Periphery. Do you know the Periphery guys? They're kind of techie, mathy stuff. A lot of their riffs, they have a moog, a mini moog that they play down on the mini moog just to give it that frequency that's required. So having these sends set up and having things sound good at the beginning helps you choose the right instruments and get the right sounds in place, because you might be like filling up this sound, and then when it comes time to pump your drums up, there's no room. So
I used to fall really foul of this before I got a template.
So yeah, go back to the returns, and I'll chat about them quickly. So the A return, we always use that one as delay, and that could be a delay reverb, for whatever. I call that the room, really, that channel. I change what delays on it sometimes, what reverbs. I change it, nothing particular, just I don't send everything to it. Some things that I want to feel organic or natural, I send to the room. And the whole point with return tracks is your channel and your track comes out to the master as well as whatever comes out of this return. So you want the dry wet at 100%. It's parallel.
Reverb on,
So yeah, you can see you've got reverb drums, and then nothing inside the drums channel will be sent there because it's all getting sent by the master. And then you've got another reverb at the end, you cheeky bugger. So yeah, next one, B. This is our drum smasher.
I was using that. I was using that for something else. I think it's
good.
got massive decay time on it.
Lovely. B is just the compressor, brick wall, like just harsh smashing it, and we use this to send the drums to. And it can you solo just that return track, and we can listen to it.
Yeah.
I think if you solo that, you might have to turn number 1 off, turn the group off, and then we'll only hear the drums if you play it at a drum point.
Yeah.
Maybe it don't work like that. Turn it on again and turn the turn.
How strange.
Turn 1 on again.
Oh yeah, you didn't have to. That's just the return track, so
Yeah. And then in your case, I can actually bring the threshold down and like give it, brick wall. You want to give it some more. Bring that blue line down. Yeah, get that blue line down. Yes, boy. And then that B gets sent to C, which is New York compression. Well, I don't know why it's called that, but New York compression.
I've been renaming stuff.
It's all good. And then if you just solo this one, what we do is we scoop the mids, smash it through a glue compressor, and then add a little bit of soft clipper with saturate. Nice. So then altogether, it just turns your drums from, if you turn B and C off now, and then just listen to the drums without the returns. Well, I suppose you could just turn your send, yeah, whatever.
It's done now.
Cool, and then turn B and C back on.
And then with the third.
Yes. So
I
then
think the NY on that, I'm pretty sure the NY on that, I think I just fat fingered something.
it's all good. And then D is a saturator that we use just to send basses or anything that you want crispy high end on. So we just saturate it to fuck. You can turn the drive up more probably on that. We have to unsolo group 15 now. So it's just a high pass.
There you go.
Yeah, you just want to add more. It adds fizz to your mix. It's great. So
One more fist.
fist. No, I said fizz, but fist will do.
I was happy with fist. My mist. I've been having problems with speech all episode, mate.
Bonk. It's all good, man. We've reached an hour and 7 minutes, so we.
I think that's probably we can.
We
wind
usually
this one
hit an
up.
hour 10, so I think we've done pretty well.
Yeah.
So, was there anything
Well
else?
done.
Because I did notice last time when I was watching back the episode, we said we were going to talk about things that we just didn't talk about.
Do you reckon we're almost like we should write some of this down?
Maybe. So, is there anything else that we were going to talk about that we didn't?
I don't think so. I think we were keeping this one pretty light, just focused on the music and stuff. So.
Yeah, I spent the whole week making the studio. So this week, I'm going to work on this new track. I'm going to work on that track that Keen Boy sent me that I was meant to do. I've got bare shit to do. Going to make bare tunes.
Yeah, you're mixing my EP as well.
Oh, fuck, I've got to do that. Yeah, man, I'm just music all week this week. I was meant to have some ting on Friday, but that's not happening now for God knows when. So,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I've got
enough.
the whole week free. It's 4:20 tomorrow, so fucking everyone have good days. I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to get on with music, and I don't know, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
I'm going to work out what this guy wants me to do with the arrangement and have a little crack on with this then.
You know what I'm going to do, right? I'll tell you now, and I'll
Go on.
tell everyone else. I'm going to listen to the track a few times, think about what Prodigy track it reminds me of, and then find that track, take the arrangement of that track, and cut this track to fit the arrangement of that track. And then you're going to have a fucking banger.
Nice one. I like that.
There's no need to lie. All right, guys, I'll catch up with
There's
you.
no need to lie.
We do what we need to do.
Yeah, fair enough. Big up Keith Flint.
Yeah, man. He knows his shit.
He's a fucking... Yeah, man. He was
All
one
right.
of life. He looked like he was trooping on, like, very early on.
Yeah. There was one thing that we were going to mention that we forgot to mention. See, our big brain time. Midweek live streams.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be doing this. You're going to get more of this shit.
Just production, though. Stonxcast is
we're
for us to
actually
chat
gonna
bunch
be,
of bollocks. That's what
And
this
it means
is
like
for.
we'll have prepped ourselves so we don't like stumble around Ableton like somebody shot me in the back of the head.
Well, I wanted to do a thing. So Wednesday we're going to do it, right? Is that what we said?
Yeah.
So Wednesday, and then what time? Midday or something? It doesn't matter. It'll be recorded. But...
Yeah, we'll aim for around midday. I'm still working in the evening. So.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So we do it for an hour. I was thinking this week we could make something. Maybe grab a couple of noises together in like the first 10 minutes, and then just each try and make a drop out of those noises for like half an hour, and then try and cram it all together. I think that'll be well fun.
Nice.
Awesome.
Right.
Cool. So
We'll sign off then.
yeah, thanks guys for watching. This has been episode 3. I don't know if is
episode
it
3
getting better. I don't know. Is it getting
As a
worse?
riposte to this one, we're gonna make a particularly structured one next week.
Whoa, it's going to be so structured. I've been working on an intro.
It's gonna be like
It's going to
watching
start with
fucking
like
CNN.
boom, 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 boom. Like dun 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 dun. Oh, naturally though, they've all been live streaming from home and like fucking see the BBC guy playing drums the other day.
There's a video of some geezer. I can like looking at the bloke. I just for some reason think it's Australia, but he's got like his cat licking his arse on in the background.
Yeah,
think,
so
oh,
actually,
wait. I'll take the screen. Wait, bear
You've
with
got
me
it.
one sec. We should end on this. Wait, news broadcast. Drum. Did you see the weather broadcaster drum solo?
Yes.
Oh my god, we should end on that. Everyone needs to see that. Hang on, let me get I'll get my screen on.
But that was my point, is that we can be that professional now. We can be as professional as everyone else.
He's got chops though, mate. He's got chops. Right, let's make sure I'm sharing the...
The bloody thing's muted, you bastard.
It's alright, calm down. Thanks for
I will not be calm!
This geezer's the boy. Hang on, I'll full screen this man.
That's the forecast. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.
This reminds me of Bill Bailey.
Yeah. Just like, oh no, I am a stick, bro. Oh no, I'm gonna do the whole thing with variations. What a lad. Right. Never said that in my life before.
What a lad. Fucking
yeah,
have it.
Fucking hell. It's all
Nice
right,
one,
honestly,
news boy. Nice one, weather
out...
boy.
He's got a proper lot out with the lad's haircut.
Look at his face. He's fucking doing it.
Look at the volume on that fringe, mate. He's put proper effort into that. Good 10 out of 10, mate.
Yeah, 5 years, that'll be gone.
Anyway.
The
So yeah,
never-ending
that was Stonxcast episode 3. We chucked in that content to make it better.
Yeah, look, we could do this
yeah.
and make you big and then me big. Woo!
I've been James and he's been Ollie because we didn't introduce ourselves at the start.
Yes, but if you must know us by now because you've watched 3 whole episodes.
Why?
Why not? We've had 19 total views. We had like 3 or 4 viewers at one point today's stream until we did our interlude and then like everyone left. So did we. So it's probably fine.
Right, yeah, cool. We'll make it better next time.
And we'll see you on Wednesday, unless you only want to watch this,
Wednesday,
and then
yeah.
we'll see you on Sunday again.
For a super structured professional production.
Not just that, on next Sunday there's going to be like a thing before the live stream that comes up and is like boop boop, and like I'm going to make up some shit.
It's going to be intense. You're going to love it. It's going to be like we can do backgrounds and everything. I'm going to promise loads of shit that we can't do.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be on, we will be on location in Wuhan next week. So yeah.
Tune in for that.
Yeah, we'll be reporting with the Cure.
Yes.
Right.
The band, right? We'll be reporting with the band.
All right.
Okay, nice one, dude. We'll catch up later. You
Cool.
just
In a bit.
you just went off into